And speaking of former President Trump, he is facing multiple investigations, including some that could result in criminal charges. They include probes into the January 6th riot, as well as the investigation into those classified documents found at Mar-a-Lago. It's a lot to keep track of, but Robert Costa is doing so for us from Washington. Bob, good morning. Let's start with the Mar-a-Lago situation. There was a hearing yesterday on how to handle the material found there and marked as classified. What stood out to you?
Good morning, Tony. Good to be with you. Yesterday, inside that courtroom in West Palm Beach, there wasn't a difference of opinion. There was a stark divide. On one side, the Trump lawyers compared this probe of his possession of highly sensitive records to a dispute over an overdue library book. And they argued that a special master was needed to sift through things independently. Meanwhile, the Justice Department, those officials argued forcefully that this investigation is ongoing and very serious and dealing with top secret matters related to intelligence and national security. So there was a real gulf in how they see this case legally and how they see the stakes. Now they just await the judge's ruling.
As do all of us, Bob. There are a number of other investigations that are also moving forward, all tied to the former president. Take us through a few of those other ones, if you could.
Sure, Tony. Let's start with the House Select Committee investigating the January 6th attack. It's now asking former House Speaker Newt Gingrich to sit for a voluntary interview. And when I reached out to him last night, Gingrich was surprised by this news and said it was actually the first time he was hearing about it. The committee wants to talk to him about Trump's attempt to overturn the 2020 election, and it believes Gingrich played a role in that. Over the phone, Gingrich called the committee partisan and did not commit to appearing in any way, saying, quote, he would follow the advice of counsel. Elsewhere in Washington, a federal grand jury is reportedly expected to question former White House counsel Pat Cipollone today regarding what he knows about what happened inside the West Wing before and after the attack. The Justice Department is casting a wide net as it puts together a possible conspiracy case against Republicans who coordinated to block the certification of Biden's victory. And finally, a federal judge is ordering Senator Lindsey Graham to testify before a grand jury down in Georgia. Though Graham is still likely to appeal that order, they're looking at whether Trump and his allies pressured officials in Georgia to overturn the state's election results. And legal experts believe this grand jury could be working toward recommending possible conspiracy charges. And the district attorney there, Fani Willis, she has been unrelenting in trying to get crucial figures to testify. Tony?
Well, as we said at the top, there is a lot going on in that. Bob, thank you for staying on top of it for us. We appreciate it.